Welcome back to the Oxford Real Estate Report. I'm your host, Bill Rosenblatt with Rosenblatt Real Estate. If you've spent any time at all on the square over the last few years, you've probably noticed a literal missing tooth in our downtown landscape. I'm talking about the northwest corner of South Lamar and Harrison Avenue, the lot right next to Square Books. It's been an empty space since the previous building, which many of us remember as the old 208 restaurant that was demolished back in 2020. Well, after years of waiting and wondering what would fill that gap, we finally have some major movement from the Planning Commission. Today, we're breaking down the approved site plan with conditions for this property, why this project is a massive win for the square's footprint, and how it's going to change the energy of that corner for the better. Let's dive into the blueprints. To give you the technical rundown, this site is tiny. It is just about 0.048 acres, but the developer is making every square inch count. The developer is planning the ground floor as commercial space, which is essential for keeping that South Lamar sidewalk active. The second and third floors will be residential. The second floor features a 3-bed, 3-bath setup, while the third floor offers a 2-bed, 2-bath unit. At the end of the day, 208 South Lamar represents exactly what we want to see in the heart of Oxford. Smart, high-density infill that honors our history while moving the needle forward. By swapping an empty lot for new retail and high-end residential, we're tightening the fabric of the square and proving that even a tiny site can have a huge impact on our local economy. This isn't just a building. It's the completion of a block we've all been waiting to see whole again since 2020. I'll be keeping a close eye on this development, and as soon as the dirt starts moving, you'll hear it here first. Now, shifting gears from the square to the broader Oxford market, if you've been waiting for the right time to start your home search, the data suggests it's officially right now. Just in the last 7 days, we've seen 30 new listings hit the market here in Oxford. It's a clear signal that the spring market isn't just coming, it's already arrived. But why now? And why is this window so critical in a town like ours? In any city, spring is the season for real estate. The weather is better for curb appeal, and families want to move before the new school year. But in Oxford, the spring market is unique for a few reasons. The parent investor wave. We see a lot of activity from Ole Miss parents who are tired of paying rent. They realize that if they buy now, they can have the keys in hand before summer orientation or the first home game in the fall. And the curb appeal effect. Let's be honest, Oxford looks its best in the spring. Between double-decker and the flowers blooming on the square, this is when people fall in love with the town. Sellers know this, which is why we just saw those 30 listings pop up. They want to capture that Oxford magic while the town is at its peak. With 30 listings entering the market in a single week, buyers actually have some breathing room to compare options for the first time in months. However, in our market, inventory doesn't always mean a leisurely pace. The median days on market usually drop significantly this time of year. If you're a seller, you're finally out of the holiday slump. If you're a buyer, you finally have a menu of options rather than just the leftovers from winter. The bottom line is this: the missing tooth on South Lamar isn't the only thing being filled in this year. Our local inventory is finally beginning to bridge the gap between supply and demand. Whether you're looking for a condo near the square or a family home in Wellsgate, the floodgates are opening. I'll be watching the closing numbers over the next few weeks to see how many of these 30 listings go under contract. If you're thinking about jumping into the market, now is the time to get your pre-approval in order and your walking shoes on. Thanks for tuning in to this week's Oxford Real Estate Update.